Let's Katsuro and Arisu. I don't know who these people are either. I've forgotten all these names.
Oh, those two. I barely know them, to be honest. Won't stop me from giving them an ending, though. I've seen enough of how they act to understand a part of them pretty well.
I have no idea who these people are. Oh, Katsuro, you didn't need to take us all the way back here. Goodness, I haven't been back to our high school since graduation, I think. Was this one of, like, the bully girls who got hitched or something? Didn't they talk about that? I forget. It sure brings back memories, doesn't it? It does! Do you remember sitting here on this bench? Yes, I do. This is where you asked me out. It sure is. I sat you down on this bench right here. Well, maybe I should sit on it for old time's sake. I remember. It was a bright day like this one. It smelled like freshly cut grass. And you bowed and you asked to be my boyfriend. Okay, so now I know who's who. And you said, yes, thank goodness. I'm glad. It smells like freshly cut grass again today.
You're such a romantic.
Yeah, well, I looked up the weather earlier and saw it would be sunny here today.
Why's that?
I wanted everything to be the same.
Everything. She's cut short because he has dropped to one knee and is holding out a ring.
Will you now let me be your husband?
Of course I will. He slips the ring onto her finger. It is a perfect fit. He surreptitiously measured her ring size while she was sleeping months ago.
Alright, that happened. Ryan?
Ryan? Kenzo's friend Ryan. Never really met him. Not sure I'd ever had any opportunity to get to know him. I probably wouldn't be interested in any of Kenzo's friends anyway, to tell you the truth. But let me see. I know a little bit. I could probably whip up something for him.
After years of waiting.
He's playing some melancholy chords on a guitar out in front of the campus.
After years of waiting. After years of waiting.
That song have any other lyrics? He looks at her.
After years of waiting, nothing gained. And you realize you're looking in the wrong place.
Sounds kinda sad.
Well, I guess it all depends on where you start looking now.
You go to school here?
Sure do.
Actually, yeah, I think I've seen you around before in classes. You just like to hang out and play the guitar by the font.
Yeah. Needs trying to figure out what to major in.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
How about you? College going alright?
So far, I guess. If you don't mind, can I stay and listen to you for a while?
Always nice to have an audience. I'm a reasonable man.
This one was just wild speculation. I have no reason to know anything about Ryan. Who knows how things will actually go with him? I guess we'll just have to wait and see how he turns out.
Boom. Kenzo.
Kenzo. Who would have guessed that he'd turn out the most ordinary? Maybe some of you. The one thing I should tell you in advance is that he did finish his car in the end. He's hooked on to a new one now. A Ferrari, in fact. His new job gives him a slightly higher budget.
And that's where Channel 6 Action News puts you, in the thick of the action! Alright, plan camera 3 on the camera and switch. Awesome, that was smooth. Alright guys, 40 seconds to get to film. Cheese will be ready on that. The film runs for about 60.
I'm on it, Chief. How'd the last broadcast go?
Smooth as a whistle.
I guess whistles are pretty smooth. His staff has long grown accustomed to him mixing his metaphors with comic results. Expressions such as these are called Kenzoisms in the newsroom.
Yeah, they're super smooth, other than the parts with the holes.
I guess so.
Did everything go alright last night? Sorry I wasn't here. Wife got sick and our youngest was really upset. Definitely an all dads on deck situation.
Their youngest is 3. He has never remembered seeing either parent ill, let alone throwing up, before. When you're 3, that's practically a traumatic experience. I understand.
And get ready, film.
Rolling. No, things went fine. Broadcast went off without a hitch. It was kind of a slow news day anyway.
So I saw.
How about you? Anything interesting happening other than working 6 kids?
Yeah, actually. One of my old high school buddies messaged me. I had completely forgotten about him and he had forgotten about me. But he wished me a happy birthday and we agreed we should hang out again. This is like weird music for what's happening. So when I'm up for that feature piece in a couple weeks, I'm going to go see him. Looking forward to it. He was really cool.
Sounds fun. Well, give him and your wife my regards.
Will do. Alright, stand by to cut the cam. Cut. And he works in his school uniform because they didn't have any other outfits. The student council. Hiroyuki, the secretary. Which member of the student council?
Hiroyuki worked in office job for a few years out of college.
Well,
It paid well, but he hated it. His independent spirit rebelled against it. So he quit and started running a candy store.
hey, watch the running. I just stocked those and I don't want them toppling over.
Sorry!
Come on, you don't need to be that sorry. You guys are my best customers.
Why do we like your only customers?
Not quite. You're my most valued customers.
These 4 children are 1/8 of all paying customers over the past month. But they account for a little short of 2/3 of all sales. How many customers can you even get? We live in the middle of nowhere.
Well, people pass through from time to time. Plus, I have these annoying local country rascals who buy stuff a lot.
Mr. Hiroyuki, how much is that fun?
That one? That's one of our best. That one will run you about $1 million.
$1 million? I don't have that much.
I'm just kidding you, it's 10.
Yay!
I take one of the for free on the house as well.
Wow! Thanks, Mr. Hiroyuki.
You're welcome. And tell your parents I said thanks to you for those vegetables.
I will.
Working in an office. What was I ever thinking? I'm glad that random person's candy store is going fine. Yukio, the treasurer.
Yukio. He's a good kid. He ends up leading a pretty interesting life. Not even sure which part of it to show you. Let's have a look at his first successful date, perhaps. Lucky for him, things will work out great, and he'll be with this woman the rest of his life. But he doesn't know that yet. You're just hilarious, man.
Thanks, I think.
Yes, thanks is the correct response. You ought to be thankful for a gorgeous girl like me going on a date with you. Don't you think?
I suppose so.
Ha! Yes, exactly. Although, you're not so bad looking yourself.
Mm.
Oh my god, you cannot be serious about being so uptight. Loosen up. Flirt a little bit. Am I the first girl you've ever liked?
Well, no.
No? Who preceded me then? It doesn't seem like you've been through dozens of women, to be honest.
No, I just liked one before, once.
Oh, that sounds like a tragic backstory. What happened? A brief rendezvous before she was cruelly taken away from your arms? And an acrimonious breakup? Tell me.
No, nothing like that. I just liked her, she never knew.
Oh, I see. Couldn't get the courage to tell her, huh?
Yeah, basically. And then she started seeing this other girl, so...
Oh, so maybe she didn't swing your way at all.
Maybe. I never found out.
So what was she like, your tragic first love?
She was really smart, very shy, very tall. She had very long purple hair and smelled like lavender. And she was gentle and graceful.
Huh, so nothing like me at all is what you're saying.
No, but I find you extremely charming in your own right.
See, flirting, you can do it.
I guess I can. Ari, the vice president.
Ah, Harry. To the surprise of no one who interacted with her while she was on the student council, she became an actual politician. How did she do? I think this summarizes it.
Minister, is the government really going to go forward with this tax?
It is. The tax will bring needed funds to the program that will help the most broken and impoverished parts of our country. It's necessary for all of us to do our part. Significant burdens have been placed on the wealthy, with much lesser tax increases on the middle class and poorer citizens.
Do you have any comment on the historic unpopularity of this bill? 86% of the population opposes this tax increase. What response do you have to the hard-working citizens who oppose the government taking even more of their pay?
I would say this. A government is not elected to be popular. The people put us into power because they trusted that we would do what is best for the country, not what is popular. If they did not like our efforts, we can be replaced at the next election. But I would hope that our constituents take a hard look at the state of the country and give a fair shot to these changes to see the effect they'll have. Until then, this government intends to lead from the front and not be afraid to court unpopular policies, so long as they are just.
She's not going to be a politician for long. Mina, the president.
Ah, Mina went to a college overseas. She did well, but She might have developed a little bit of a drug addiction while she was there, causing her to go way off the rails of what you might expect. She didn't end up in a gutter or anything, and she's functional despite being a drug user, but, well, you'll see. And where are the reports from London?
Right here.
Good, good. Wait, what's this? Get that asshole Jerry on the phone.
Right away.
Now, let's see. She's dressed in a business suit with a pencil skirt and holding a clipboard with a pad of paper. That reminds me. She starts writing on her paper. Get in touch with marketing. Tell them we need a slogan for my latest hosiery line.
Jerry on the line for you.
Jerry, what the hell are these sales figures for the Euro market?
Well, man, your corsets are...
Don't you well mean on me. You told us we'd be doing 8 figures in the first year. We're just barely avoiding a loss.
There's been a bit of an economic downturn. It was just unpopular. A tax bill passed, and you're doing this well at all is a testament to you being the world's greatest underclothing designer.
God damn, you don't flatter me. Mina looks at her assistant and slaps her on her wrist a couple of times. The assistant sighs and walks off. So what do you expect now?
Look, Mark is taking a little bit of time to break into. You think the English are known for being into corsets? Just be patient. A few more months and I'll be ready to get in for you. I've never failed my queen before.
Oh my god, go to your job, asshole! She hangs up. Her assistant brings up a small glasses case, but it contains a needle and a vial. No one inside this room but for you for 25 minutes. The assistant nods and leaves. Mina injects herself with whatever's in the vial. She grabs one of the bras out the rack and rips it to shreds with her bare hands, screaming horribly. Then she throws the torn fragments to the ground. Fuck. That's better.
Alright, whatever. Let's see, we've got like 5 minutes left. Let's find out what happened to the principal.
The principal retired not long after we left the school. He had already been there for a long time. After he announced that his 50th year would be his last, he took part in this last festival and set up the booth he had always been responsible for.
Step right up. The one and only faculty dunk tank. One purchase gets you 5 throws.
Why are you in the dunk tank?
Well,
He insisted. Said he ought to take a turn after making all of us do it for so long. Only fair, I have to agree. Plus, he thought it actually looked fun.
what, scared to try and dunk your principal? No. Sure is awfully dry up here.
Fine, here, I'll show you.
The student doesn't really want to dunk the principal,
Oh, it's a girl.
but she sees that he's very enthusiastic about it and doesn't want to disappoint him.
Well played. And on your first try, even. Have a fun festival.
Thanks, you too. Thanks for being our principal.
It has been my pleasure.
He means this as sincerely as anything he's ever said. So, what do you know about the new policy? The new principal, rather.
Oh, she's great. She'll be a much better principal than I ever was.
I doubt that.
No, she's much better qualified. Oof, and less old.
As he climbs out of the dunk tank, feeling the chill air, his muscles ache terribly. He feels very old indeed. Messina quickly wraps him in a few towels. You want some hot tea?
No, I'll be fine. Thank you, Asumi. It's just those first few moments after getting up. Ugh.
He actually feels like death, but doesn't want her to worry. Plus, he's getting used to feeling this way. A side effect of aging.
Anyway, speaking of the new principal, I had a nice long talk with her the other day. Gave her as much good advice as I could, including some advice about you.
About me? What was that?
Well, that's a secret between principals.
He smiles at her.
Don't work too hard, Asumi.
Let's see. You'll probably have time for like one more, maybe. I don't know how long. These are pretty short. They are pretty short. Who is Mr. Suji?
Mr. Suji continued teaching for another 10 years. Then, when he reached the pension age, he retired. That had been his plan all along. Let's see how he feels about it.
And thank you to all the faculty who came. As many of you know, Mr. Suji, one of our 2 fine chemistry teachers, is leaving us after this semester.
It's certainly been a long time coming.
He thinks that without calculating the exact time, 29 years. He came to this profession a little later than most do. He had tried a few other jobs, but nothing was for him. When he started teaching chemistry, he didn't know that much about the subject.
You didn't have to know anything back in those days. If I tried to apply for my same job now, there's no way I could get it. You have to have so much specialized knowledge and training now.
Although he does have incredible knowledge of chemistry after nearly 3 decades of teaching the subject.
And so, the district is pleased to present him with this commemorative watch. We thank you for your service and wish you the best in retirement.
He hands the watch over. Mr. Sergi looks at the watch almost absent-mindedly. He feels strangely empty.
Is that what all this was for? Decades of teaching for a watch? Just to get a retirement and a pension? Is that what my life has become?
Mostly.
What will I even do in retirement?
I don't know. Stew?
Time continues to pass and it's getting later, even for me.
Oh, am I going to not have time for all of these? Do I need to drop a save just in case? Well, you know, we're basically done with this session anyway, so I think I will leave a save right there. I probably want to put it in a new slot. But anyway, yeah, that's going to do it for now. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And I'll catch you next time with more Club Meetings Season 3. Hope to see you then. Bye-bye.